Peace and blessings. This is Nubia I, the Raw Food Goddess, the Womb Priestess, and the Holistic Practitioner. And I wanted to come to you with another video. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Okay, so look, this is what I was thinking about our health and how a lot of people would like to say, oh, good health really has nothing to do with the foods you eat. So, like, if a person gets diabetes or herpes or fibroid tumors or endometriosis, the doctor will even sometimes say, oh, it's not your diet. It's just, we don't really know what it is, but it's not your diet. And that, you can keep eating anything you want. As a matter of fact, the hospitals will feed you all kinds of terrible foods after you usually have surgery. So, lets you know that they may not know. And I was thinking, if we really don't think it's the food, let's look back 30 years ago, 35 years ago, even 40 years ago in our history. And luckily we have technology. We can go back and watch and see. And look at the people and the way they looked eating meat, eating dairy, and eating starch, and they were still healthier than we are today. So it's not just the foods that we eat, meat or so per se, it's the injections, it's the hormones, it's the process of the foods, it's the fast foods restaurants. I'll tell you. So, we all know Brother Don Cornelius from the Soul Train. He died yesterday. And so, of course, like, I love Soul Train. Like, I grew up on Soul Train. Like I said, Saturdays didn't even start until you watched Soul Train, because you had to see who was on it. So when you went out on play in the street, you could talk about who you just saw. And I love, like everybody did, the Soul Train line. You cannot be, especially Black American, I can tell you now, and not have a party in your own house and be like, okay, y'all, Soul Train line. We even do it at the kids' parties, but I'm sure other cultures enjoyed the Soul Train and Soul Train line. I know that you did. So I was watching the clips from Soul Train on YouTube. All you gotta do is YouTube and you see clips from Soul Train. Everybody, please go and Google or YouTube Soul Train 70s and watch, look at the people. They always most likely have clips from Soul Train line. The men and women were so slim. The men had no guts. There was no pooches on the women. The women and men were naturally slim. Were they vegetarians? I doubt it. Were they into yoga and Tai Chi? Probably not. Were they raw foodists? Probably not. But did they probably eat at home? Yes. Was there an abundance of McDonald's and everybody was going? Probably not. Did they eat at a certain time and get more activity and walk more and dance more and got out more? Obviously. What happened from 1970 to 2012, 42 years later? It has to be the food and the way it's processed today. Because clearly, I don't think they were on a special diet. And the reason why now that we have to be on a so-called special way of eating, not diet, but a special way of eating, is because we have to counteract these agribusinesses and the abundance of hormones in the foods and the processing of foods and the fast food restaurants. I started really thinking about this whole thing called health. It's so simple. So, like, I know a lot of people, they be like, oh, what herbs can I take, or what pill can I take, or what can I get outside of me that I can take to make me get rid of this diabetes, these herpes, this fibroid tumors. And then they wind up buying it. I mean, as a brother, Dr. Sabi, I think his herbs are $1,500. I know a lot of people that bought it. That stuff is still sitting on the shelf. Not because his herbs are not good, because that's not the quick fix, and most likely you're not going to take it at a certain time and a certain day. You're not going to want to do it. So, as great as herbs are, because I take herbs every single day, I feel like they're great maintenance, but you have to change your mind. So I want to give you some simple tips of where you are right now without spending a dime and changing losing weight, if that's what you need to do, ridding yourself of ailments like diabetes, herpes, what have you, any of those things. I want to show you how to do it, and don't go outside yourself. Do not have to leave your kitchen, living room right where you are right now. It's called the four elements, and I'm going to say five: air, fire, water, earth, and ether. That's it. See, the Soul Train line, people reminded me of something: simplicity. Okay? So this is it. So how do we use earth? We sit on the ground. We sit lower and closer to the ground. It's great for the womb. We don't allow people to enter our home with their shoes on, which is bringing dirt and debris and just germs into and vibrations from the outside into our home. Most cultures or other cultures do not allow shoes in their home. In Japan, they even have these things, these little shoe closets that every apartment comes with, because it's understood that you would take off your shoes. So now that you can sit on your carpet, which may be toxic too, but that's another story, and sit in a lotus position and become grounded with the earth. You can also do this exercise on the ground in the earth by walking to your local park, getting into nature, and letting that healing energy from the earth move up through your body and heal you. There are minerals and vitamins in that earth. We talk about rocks and crystals that heal. They're healing from the earth. They get their energy from the earth. They're a rock. So why don't you just sit on the rock, which is free? So that's one thing you can do. Fire. Using fire breaths. A lot of times disease, I can tell you that disease cannot live in an oxygenated body. So most of our food does not have oxygen. We're not eating fresh vegetables. We're not drinking oxygenated water. We're not having foods that have life. So we have to give ourselves some fire, and those what's called breaths of fire. Fire breaths. See, you didn't buy anything. You just have to sit there, and it cleans your entire system, bringing oxygen to your body, including your brain, so your thoughts are clearer, you think better, you make better decisions. Air. We can give ourselves wind baths. We could actually, in our house, when we're alone, take off all our clothes and be naked and allow the air to circulate throughout our bodies. A lot of times our bodies are not getting sick or not getting the healing it needs because it doesn't have circulation. It's never in the air. It's always covered. So your yoni, for your man, your dejed, so your penis, so your yoni, so your vagina, so it can get clear and that air can just clean and cleanse it, that it can breathe, because we need air to breathe. And water. You can take a bath. You can actually take a bath and heal yourself. Put some sea salt in there. You can use an attachment to your shower and your bath water running faucet and dechlorinate the water so that you can sit in the bath. But better still, if you have water running, a small water fountain that you can plug in is soothing. What about CD, a music? Or you can go to your local park where they may have a pond, a spring. I don't care if it's a Johnny Pump. That's what we used to call it back east. Listen to that water, the ocean. All of that is calming to your spirit. There's a vibrational frequency that water holds that will match the water, the 70% or more of water that's in your own body. And ether, spirit. Sitting and meditating, using your mind to visualize the body that you would like to have. Seeing it, speaking the words, and creating with your words the health that you would like to achieve. That's better than any so-called diet. That's better than that's air, fire, water, earth. Fire, the sun, sitting in the sun, allowing yourself, your body to create that vitamin D that the sun helps your body to create, to create the calcium in your body. Sun, fire, water, not being afraid of the rain, watching the rain, walking in the rain, sitting in it, listening to the rhythms that again have a vibrational frequency of healing. Earth, rocks. Any rocks. You can imbue rocks with energy for healing. You can say, this is a healing rock. This is the rock that heals my heart. Candles. This is when you want to bring in things from the outside if you want to. Look at those clips and look at how slender the people were naturally. So this whole phenomenon of the thick sister and the thick brother and we've made it normal, which is nothing wrong in a sense. I want to say if you're heavy overweight, but if you know that you want to lose weight, your desire is natural. Or you know that you want to be healthier, because it's not always about this physical appearance thing too. Then I want to tell you that you could get all the herbs, but if you don't take it, they're not going to work. And then if you do take it, but you don't change that diet, because what I see here is they must have ate less. They ate home-cooked meals. They used small portions. They got out. So we have to change the way we feel and not look for everything outside. Yes, herbs are important. Yes, the candles are lovely. Yes, the crystals are beneficial. But it's not essential. You already have all the things to heal. Mother Nature. Of course, then you add the fruits and vegetables that are organic. It's really a shame we have to get organic, because all food should just be organic, but it's not. So we have to accommodate with the times. Yes, yoga and doing fire breaths will actually keep you healthy, because there are lots more toxins than it was 40 years ago in our atmosphere, in the universe. So yes, we have to compensate. Yes, we have to do clay masks and stuff to get the toxins out of our body. But I think I'm here just to remind you that you have everything to heal. If you have your body, your mind, your soul, then you have everything that you need to heal. I promise you, take time to sit still. Sit on the ground. Use your home as a sacred temple, sanctuary, ashram. That's your home. And know that you have everything in you to heal naturally. Thank you. This is a shorter video, and I got one more coming. This is Nubia I, the Rawful Goddess, the womb priestess, and the holistic practitioner. And I'm wishing you peace, love, and good health. Hotep.